And we're good.
Hi guys, I'm Eleanor. I have created a Facebook group which is called Are You Mad? In brackets, mental, anxious and depressed. I created this group because of my own mental health struggles through my whole life. But 3 years ago, I managed to sustain and control my mental health, and now I feel I'm ready to support other people, hear other people's stories, and share with each other and go through our journeys together. And I have posted a live video already on introducing a bit more about myself. And so explains a bit more in there, so when you guys join you will be able to see that. Yes, and I've got my dad here, my brother, my friend Desi, who will introduce themselves now. Dad, over to you.
My name's Chris, and yes, I have the pleasure of being Eleanor's father, and Otis's too, actually. So when Eleanor decided that she wanted to set this up, it was really a breath of fresh air, because I know how much she really wants to share her story with other people who may well be going through the same troubles that she went through. And I'm not sure we're going to discover anybody that's been through as much as she has, to be honest, but we can give it a go. But 3 years ago, when she kind of came round and said that she wanted to kill herself, we had another situation with my mother going on as well, which made it doubly difficult. But from that time onwards, after a spell of quite difficult period, she kind of started to get a grip on her own emotions and how to start to manage the ups and downs, because I think every one of us goes through ups and downs. There's no question about that. People say I'm the most positive person they've met, but we all have ups and downs. It's just how we deal with each of those things and enjoy the highs and understand that with the lows, that it's just around the corner till it starts getting better again. And if we bear that in mind, we can manage ourselves in a much better way. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes, and just really seeing how other people, because we really right at this moment in time, we really need, so many people are in trouble with their mental health. They may not even know or be aware, they're just not happy really, and this sharing of your vulnerability is really important. So so I'm glad to be here, and glad it's all started at long last, and looking forward to the next stages. So well done. Otis, what about you?
Yeah, so Eleanor is my sister, as you probably gathered from Dad saying that we were, his son and daughter, respectively. I've sort of gone through my own sort of mental health issues as well, and toiled with it and continue to toil with it. I think touching on what Dad said, we can all have our ups and downs, and it's something that needs constant sort of monitoring or having some kind of awareness around it, and that looks different from person to person. But yeah, I'm equally as excited to be here. Me and my sister have, although we've probably both been monitoring each other over the years and seeing what each other have been up to, it's only in the last 3 years, since our nan did pass away, sort of a little bit before that, that we've sort of rekindled our relationship, and I've seen how far Eleanor has come in handling her emotions, and and how she's conducting herself. And obviously I've probably got some kind of observers of what I've been up to, and have seen a similar kind of progress. And yeah, I'm involved in my own project that's sort of based around that, and vulnerability and authenticity. And I think, again, touching on what Dad said, it's very needed right now in loads of different areas. Everyone's journey is respectively different, but mental health issues and what we're battling with internally there's a lot of of transference, I guess you could say, or it's similar across different ways, but a different causes. And we just need a little bit more conversation. We need a little bit more openness. We need a bit more community. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm excited. Over to you, Desi.
Well, first of all, apologies for my noisy computer. If you can still hear it, it went into hyperdrive earlier. That's why I muted myself. Yeah, so I'm so proud of Ellie for starting this group, because I know how you know, she wants to do this so badly. Remember when I didn't want to live anymore? It was about 7-8 years ago. It was a horrible time. And luckily I had lots of friends around me to talk about things and to work through what was making me upset in those days. So it's really important to have this, as you say, or it is a community, a space where we can share without judgment. And everybody has had some bad stuff happen to them, but how do we deal with that so we don't go down and spiral down, and instead just pick ourselves up and move on, really. And we're lucky to have Chris with us here, because he seems to be a very wise man. Ellie mentioned him in the first video that we did together, that he was her rock. So if she hadn't had him, well, I don't want to think about what could have happened. So why I'm here is because I know how horrible it can be to be completely upset and to have meltdown after the next. And in my case, it was laughing one minute, crying my eyes out the next. So people struggle to really understand me. They thought I was happy and then I wasn't, and then I was happy again and then I wasn't. And yeah, so we all have these stories to tell. And I'm happy to say that I've managed to find lots of tools along the way. So I didn't kill myself because I started doing certain practices. We can talk about these maybe in another video. So I did some kind of self-recovery practices that took me one thing led to another, and now I think I'm quite well sorted out, well, at my current state, because we all have our issues dealing at every single moment. But yeah, I'm so glad that we have started this community. We are the first members of the Are You Mad group, and we're hoping to see lots of you joining in and just be there for you.
The key to this thing, just to jump in, is to say, if you're having ups and downs, it means you're alive.
Yeah. Well, life is by definition impermanence, isn't it? You know, this is the thing. Every emotion has its place, and when things are bad, if things, you know, in relatively speaking, bad, then that's part of the journey as well. You know, they're as fleeting as what happiness is, but we've got the propensity to experience every emotion that humans are able, and souls that are able to experience, and they're all as relevant as the next.
Yeah, definitely. I learned that before I was, you know, going through my healing process, that I couldn't handle any of my emotions. And so if I was feeling sad, I was feeling very sad, and I would get myself stuck in a rut, really. But I've learned over the last 3 years to embrace every single emotion. So if you're feeling sad that day, feel sad, but there's tools there to for yourself to come get out of that sadness. So, you know, I run a hot bath or meditate or go for a walk and things like that, you know. So it's learning to embrace them emotions, right? Because, you know, them emotions, you've got to feel them. Feeling them is the most amazing part. So, you know, that's what I want to express to people in this group, that they can talk to anyone and express any emotion that they're feeling, because that's okay. That's okay. So, you know, and I can't wait to hear other people's stories. I'm really looking forward to it, and we can all support each other. So
there is lots of help. So
yeah, definitely.
It's not all dark and gloom.
Yeah, and thank you guys for supporting me through all of this.
Yeah. Okay.
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 All right. We'll wrap it up there then, shall we?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, guys, look forward to hearing from all of you.
Yeah, indeed.